bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 18 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Here's Penix on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. To throw again is Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Second down and 6 now. Here's Penix. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Vita Vea in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. And looking to throw, Penix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the posts, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And the Bucs get ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading them out in his 2nd season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got White here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. first play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And even though this is a top-5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Buccaneers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Penix. That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Penix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Penix. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. Penix going to look to throw on first down. As they've got it as we resume action. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again, Penix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have regained the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield down. That is caught. Gets through and now an opening. Still going. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin,
73 yards.
and the Bucs have taken the lead.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
To the air, Penix completes a Mooney on the slant.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Penix working out of the gun here. Short throw caught by Pitts.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll set up a throw.
He's got his man, London, right side.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Now a 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown.
Darnell Mooney.
41 yards.
And the Falcons have yet again retaken the lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. That time a 6-play drive.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Baker going to give it to Irving.
Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
That's a run a team will like. Anytime you find a way to pick up a first down, they'll take that and go with it. This young man, Bucky Irving, quicker than fast, but knows how to make people miss in the hole. Comparable to Devin Singletary. Every time he touches it, big plays can result.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Mayfield looks to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year as they have taken the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Second down and 8.
They'll set up to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Mayfield to throw it. This is caught by Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Mayfield's throw complete to Otten.
And they'll get this down to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Pushing his way through.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. He completes it to Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half, and now 7 on the game. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
A run up the middle with Irving to the 43, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Once again, it's Irving.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. And, oh,
He's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop in behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second down, Irving.
And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Evans. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They'll go play action here with Penix.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, caught by London.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Robinson up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. To throw left side. There's London, and this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, Penix. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
On the return, Trey Palmer. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Bucs now. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irving. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a handoff to Irving. Wiggles free. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had another coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. That'll put him right on the doorstep of a 200-yard game. He's at 199 as he picks up the first. On the handoff, this is Irvin. David Onyemata there on the tackle. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, a run from White, pushing through the contact. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 11 and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and...
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucks are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. So that one his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here's Penix. To the right side and intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Six, they go right back to the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here's Penix on 1st and 10.
He finds Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
And looking to throw, Penix.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now Penix.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive.
Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
Bust through the tackle. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
98 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
On the ground, it's Irving.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
4 yards the pickup, first down. A run with Irving.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Tampa Bay,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall 2 games under 5.